Hello to you, whoever you are right now. If you're a dear friend, an intimate friend, a colleague, a person that just knows me from the internet as a healer, a person that I've met in the past, many than 20, 30 years ago, please take the time to now listen to this recording. I'm asking you for support and help. This is not easy for me, but in a few days, I'm going to start an official crowdfunding on the internet. I'm going to go through all these social media channels because I need to generate support as quickly and as big as possible. 2 years ago, I went through the cancer journey. I was diagnosed with advanced ovarian cancer. I got surgery and chemotherapy, and it worked. The cancer was gone, but I was broken physically afterwards, and I needed more than a year to just get through extensive holistic therapies to build my health up to a standard that I could actually live a healthy, thriving life. It is hard to have a healthy body and a healthy life, even if you do not face any kind of illness, whether it's chronic illness or acute illness. But when you had cancer and then you had medical treatment such as radiation or chemotherapy, sometimes you don't survive those treatments because the immune system and the body and everything else just feels so broken. I made it. I started to recover, but it was one of the hardest years of my life after cancer. I pushed myself through therapies. I pushed myself through recovery. I pushed myself to recover as strong and fast as I could. But I needed more time. And I felt that my whole life has been taken apart. I need now help because I have to face a second round of chemotherapy. There is another tumor that has arisen. It's not the same journey, but I have to act really fast. I have chosen to get chemotherapy again and to choose everything that I can that fits me, my body, and my life to treat me and help me holistically. The combination is really important because we want the chemotherapy to work as effective as possible without the body breaking down completely and not functioning anymore afterwards. Since my body is going to experience the second time of chemo, I don't know what's going to happen. I know that chemotherapy works. I know that there's a lot of holistic therapies that can support me in my individual journey. All of that costs a lot of money, a lot of money. All of these therapies, depending on what will I need now, really require me to be able to have a fund so that I can take this journey again and this time give myself more time instead of forcing and pushing myself to get better. I had a lot of support. My husband is a hero. He sacrificed everything to support me, also financially. And I know he would give anything for me. He's working really so hard to support us. But our situation is really becoming difficult. If I want to make the choices out of freedom to get the support that I need, I know that he will do anything to support me, but I want to help him too. It's been really, really hard, the journey I had to go through. And I never wanted to talk about my experience. I shared a little bit that I had cancer and that I recovered, but I never shared the kind of cancer. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to go into the story. Every time you say the word ovarian cancer, it is like a thick blanket of fear that goes through the room. Um, there's not many people that can deal with this topic without immediately going into worst case scenarios. Uh, how many times did I hear when I said the kind of cancer I had? Oh my God, my mother died of it. Oh my God, that's the cancer that doesn't heal. Oh my God, you're really fucked. These are the responses that I got very often. And sometimes people don't even say anything. It's just the energy that changes into deep terror and fear. When you want to heal, you have to completely take this out of the equation. And I'm right now recording this video in the kitchen of my functional medicine doctor. I went to Hamburg to get really extensive blood tests done and research done so that he can support me based on the data that he's collecting now in the best way possible with the holistic treatments. They include medicines and supplements and herbs and a lot of things that can help the body go through the treatment, particularly after a successful chemotherapy, to rebuild the body. But this costs a lot of money. We did it the first time around. And again, my husband is working his ass off to support me, but there is a limit of what we can do. And this time around, when I got again the knowing that I have to go to the hospital, get tests done, and I have to face potentially another tumor, potentially cancer, potentially something that requires extensive medical care, I felt for a moment really defeated. Not because I have to go this journey, but because I thought, not again all this money, not again all of that. So I'm asking the community for help. I'm really, really asking for your help. It doesn't matter how much you can give, whether it's 5 euros, 10 euros, 50 euros. I will, in the next days, start crowdfunding. I will ask for a big chunk of money. And according to my doctors, it's a small amount of what I will need. But this is the amount that I have chosen for now. If I will not use the money, I will donate it to the next person that is in need. I need your help because I want to go through this journey with dignity. I want to go through this journey with grace, and I want to go through this journey with the intention still to be of service. So I will share the things that I'm doing. I will share the things that are needed in order to overcome, heal, or go through the experience of illness. Because let's be honest and let's be real here, shall we? There's no guarantee that anything of what I will do will help or save my life. There's no guarantee in chemotherapy. There's no guarantee in anything. But I'm willing to take the risk. I saw my mother die of this cancer. I was 5 years old when she passed away. Since I can remember, all I remember of my mom is being sick. It took me 3 decades to let go of the belief that she would just walk through this door and greet me because I could not bear with the pain that I lost her. It took me 30 years. I knew rationally that she was dead, okay? I knew she was dead. But internally, my heart was just yearning and screaming for my mom. I went through extensive therapy. I did all the stuff that you need to do when you go through a cancer journey. I did much, much healing before. But that's my story. Every journey is different. You cannot compare my experience to any of the experience of other people that go through cancer because illness is an individual healing journey. Whether I survive it or I don't survive it, I want to give it a try with everything that I got. I know that I will give it a try, whether I get funding or I don't get funding, but I want to be supported. I ask for your help. Please. Maybe you can share the crowdfunding. Maybe you can find ways to support me in any way or shape. That's what I'm asking. Because I want to help my husband. I want to help myself. I've been of service most of my life. I've helped thousands of people. And I'm not saying that's because now you should help me, but I want to continue to be of service. I'm still working. I love my work as a healer. And I feel very grateful for everything that I experienced. So please help me get through this journey with ease and grace. So when I do the chemotherapy, that I know that alongside and afterwards, I have the therapies and the support needed that need to be individual, really tested, trialed, and errored to see what will help me the best. It will include from supplements to diet to therapy. It will include very targeted therapies such as hypothermia, oxygen tanks, oxygen, I'm not going I can barely pronounce the words that I'm asking for, but it will really require extensive things to help me build up my health again, to help me this time around build up my health to a standard that the imbalance in my body that has created the cancer in the first place, that my immune system from now onwards for the rest of my life will become as strong as possible so that I can rebuild myself. And there's no guarantees that any of it will work. But I really surrender that. And this is where I'm coming from. I prayed, I meditate, I ask for guidance, and the guidance is to ask for help. Please support my cause. Please support my cause of crowdfunding so that in the next months and year, I can fully recover or walk the path that I need to walk in this journey. This is my journey. Nobody knows how it's going to go. Nobody will know what the purpose of it is. But I will not go without trying the very best. And that is really to go with dignity, support, and love and compassion through this journey again. I'm not the same person anymore I was 2 years ago. I have been completely changed and transformed from the inside out in the most messy, in the hardest, in the most heartbreaking way possible. But I have achieved a lot in the recovery from the last time because there were essential ingredients in my healing journey. A very, 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 very deep emotional pain that I carried from the death of my mother that I was able and I am still able to heal. I've been grieving my mother from the day she died until today. And then I go through the same journey that she's going through. Please support my cause. Please support me financially. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you.